For the group assignment, we have chosen the topic deforestation because it has become a major concern in the modern times. There was a time when the earth was full of forest, but as man progressed gradually, the covered area of forest reduced drastically. Deforestation, as the name suggests, refers to the destruction of forests and woodlands. Clearing the forest in order to make space for residential, industrial, or commercial projects results in climate disruption and the extinction of a diverse range of plants and animals that are highly important parts of our ecosystem. It is a problem with far reaching consequences, ranging from a barren landscape to a higher carbon dioxide levels in the air. Now, let us discuss more about its causes, the devastating effects that it has on our environment, and the various strategies that may help to reduce and prevent deforestation. Causes of deforestation. First is animal agriculture. More than 90% of all Amazon rainforest land cleared since 1970 is used for grazing livestock. In addition, one of the main crops grown in the rainforest is soybeans, used for animal feed. The soybeans used in most veggie burgers, tofu, and soy milk products sold in the United States are grown right here in the US. According to the UN Convention to Combat Desertification, it takes up to 10 pounds of grain to produce just 1 pound of meat, and in the United States alone, 56 million acres of land are used to grow feed for animals, while only 4 million acres are producing plants for humans to eat. So this is one of the main reasons that just for feeding livestock, millions of trees are cut down while caring about the environmental effects it can have. Second is mining. Nearly 10% of all the deforestation occurring in the Brazilian Amazon between 2005 and 2015 came from mining activities. Using satellite data, the researchers found that deforestation from mining is calculated to 11,670 square kilometers between 2005 and 2015. The startling level of Amazon deforestation, they say, demands immediate action on the part of mining companies and government, especially because Brazil's Temer administration seems intent on opening vast swaths of the country to mining in the near future. Mines are known to cause serious environmental issues. Mining drastically affects the environment by inducing loss of biodiversity, soil erosion, and contamination of surface water, groundwater, and soil. Third is paper industry. Nearly 40% of the world's industrial logging goes into making paper, which is responsible for destroying trees compared to 8 football fields every minute, and this is expected to reach 50% in the near future. Trees absorb carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, which is the main contributor to climate change, and release oxygen. The loss of forests contributes between 12 and 17% of annual global greenhouse gas emissions. This is a huge contribution to one of the most widely feared environmental problems we face today. Fourth is overpopulation. As population increases, more space is required for human settlements, and this results in urbanization. Urban centers tend to be the focal point of economic activity, and therefore many people migrate to big cities. As the urban centers get overcrowded, hygiene and sanitation standards fall, as disease and epidemics can spread rapidly. Urban centers therefore grow in size to meet the required population capacity. To develop urban areas, large amounts of land must be cleared to construct roads, buildings, etc. And this is why the clearance of land requires deforestation, and this leads to the destruction of many trees. Land loses their fertility and destruction of the environment begins. This shows how an overpopulation can lead to deforestation. Effects of deforestation and our role in preventing it. Deforestation affects the people and animals where trees are cut as well as the wider world. Some 250 million people living in forest and savanna areas depend on them for subsistence and income, many of them among the world's rural poor. 80% of Earth's land animals and plants live in forests, and deforestation threatens species including the orangutan, Sumatran tiger, and many species of birds. Removing trees deprives the forest of portions of its canopy, which blocks the sun's rays during the day and retains heat at night. That disruption leads to more extreme temperature swings that can be harmful to plants and animals. Yet the effects of deforestation reach much further. The South American rainforest, for example, influences regional and perhaps even global water cycles, and it's key to the water supply in Brazilian cities and neighboring countries. The Amazon actually helps furnish water to some of the soy farmers and beef ranchers who are clearing the forest. The loss of clean water and biodiversity from all forests could have many other effects we can't foresee, touching even our morning cup of coffee. In terms of climate change, cutting trees both adds carbon dioxide to the air and removes the ability to absorb existing carbon dioxide. If tropical deforestation were a country, according to the World Resources Institute, it would rank third in carbon dioxide equivalent emissions behind China and the US. Solution of deforestation or the various ways to prevent deforestation. First is green business. Green business concerns reuse and recycling. Green methods of production and utilization of resources can immeasurably reduce deforestation. Particularly, it's the focus on reusing items, reducing the use of artificial items, and recycling more items. Paper, plastics, and wood are linked to the destruction of forests and other natural resources. Second is ecoforestry. Ecoforestry is a move on saving the world's forest. It acknowledges that sometimes the use of trees for various human activities or reasons can be inevitable. Ecoforestry underscores the need of cutting down trees in an environmentally friendly manner. It is where only cautiously selected trees are felled and transported with the least possible damage to the area. Also, ecoforestry not only calls for the preservation of the forest region's ecosystem, but also allows for controlled and green timber extraction. Third is replanting or reforestation. Replanting or tree planting utilizes almost the same aspect as community forestry. However, it entirely focuses on replanting, a feature commonly known as reforestation. Reforestation is the restoration or planting of trees that have been reduced by fire or failing. It requires ongoing process and should not be viewed as a one-time thing. Fourth is land use planning. Cities and urban centers continue to grow day after day as more and more people claim their share of living in cities and the urban areas. Agricultural practices also continue to expand as farmers and consumer demands call for better productivity and quality food products respectively. As a result, the urban sprawl and agricultural expansion have kept on clearing forests to create more room for their respective activities. Now, we will learn about the importance of forests. Forests are vital to human beings and about 1/3 of the Earth's surface is covered by them. 80% of our biodiversity is in forest. It includes plants, animals, fungi, bacteria, etc. It provides medicinal plants and pharmaceutical ingredients. 75% of the most commonly prescribed medicine sources come from forest. It not only provides us with innumerable material sources, but also serves to maintain several environmental conditions which are essential for life. It helps in regulation of hydrological cycle. About 50 to 80% of water vapor in the air above tropical forest comes from transpiration by plants and helps in bringing rainfall. It helps in prevention of soil erosion by binding the soil particles by roots of trees. It also acts as pollution moderator by absorbing toxic gases and thus helps in keeping the air pure. Forests are also reported to absorb noise, thus reducing noise pollution. Forests help in reducing global warming by absorbing carbon dioxide from the surroundings. To conclude, deforestation has created a life-threatening scenario for not only the birds and animals, but also for the whole human species. The trees brings us many health benefits as well as provide us with many products that we need for our daily lives. Without trees around us, there would be no life on earth. Hence, to ensure a greener, safe and breathable environment, we all must join hands and put equal efforts in reducing deforestation.
We love the earth.